How's it going, you guys? It's Thinmint back with another video, not a gameplay, but game related. We are doing a Call of Duty tier list. Now, I've played Call of Duty, fan, and grew up on it, so it's great. I saw Noisy Butters do this, and I was like, you know what? I might as well do one too. So, without further ado, let's get started with the first one. The one that started it all, the one that kicked off everything. Call of Duty. Never played it. Never played it. Let's tell me it's rare to find somebody who's played the very first Call of Duty. Like, I don't know who or what. Nobody's played it. It was just around and it was hit back then, so it's just a relic. Anyway, moving on to the second one, Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2 is the one where people were like, "Oh no, this series was actually like this is good. This is good." You know, like I heard it was best and everything. Still never played it, so sorry, you know. So never played. Now, Call of Duty 3. This one I have played. This one I'll say I played both the campaign and the multiplayer. I played the multiplayer with my brothers, and we had a lot of fun with it. You know, they had vehicles that you could drive around, and we just goofed off, and we just had a lot of laughs. So the multiplayer was pretty good. Campaign, though, campaign was okay. You know, nothing too special. So it's not bad. It's just okay. So we'll put that in C, just for the enjoyment of multiplayer. Now, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The Call of Duty that changed Call of Duty forever. Say Call of Duty 3 times in a row without fucking up. But this is the one where it just changed the FPS genre for the most of it. I had really good memories with this. You know, it's fun multiplayer. The campaign's actually pretty nice. You know, you have some memorable characters. You meet Captain Price for the first time. You meet Gas. You meet Soap. You know, and you're just going around playing through the story mode. The story is pretty good. You know, I'll agree. The story is pretty good. Soundtrack is okay. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the soundtrack, but it's pretty good. I'll say I have a lot more fond memories of the multiplayer with this one as well with my brothers. Like, as I go on ranking these, I'm ranking these based on story mode and the amount of entertainment I have playing with my brothers. So, like, I would say this one, yeah, I'll give it a B. You know, a B is nice. B is generous. You know, I wouldn't say it's A or anything. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. You know, it's just good. That's it. Anyway, on to the next one. Call of Duty World at War. S tier. Immediate S. It's an S. Like, come on. It's World at War. It's like, oh my god. Where do I even begin? Like, story, fucking fire. Music, fucking fire. Intro to zombies, like, what? Multiplayer, fire? Like, come on now. Like, you will not run into one person who will not say World at War is not a masterpiece. That is, hands down, one of the best Call of Duty games ever made. Apparently IGN doesn't think so, but fuck IGN, you know? Not really, I'm just saying, you know? Like, I have very fond memories. Me and my brother still play this game till this day. We went from playing on the same screen to playing online with each other. And till this day, this game is just a blast. And I give you all a challenge. Play through the story mode on Veteran, and it is like the most fun you'll ever have in a Call of Duty game. I'll probably turn that into a series, you know, see if we can beat the game, you know? Like, that'll be fun. S tier. God damn. Alright, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Oh my goodness. Another banger. S tier. S tier. Like, we're in the era where Call of Duty was just dropping hits. Like, we were in that area where, like, you were thinking, how could they get better with World at War? And then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and you're just like, Oh, okay then. Well, damn. So, like, Fire Story, like, all the characters from Call of Duty 4, well, minus Gas, because, you know, he got clapped, but most of the characters from Call of Duty 4 come back, and, like, now it's like Modern Warfare 2 took cocaine and just elevated everything times 10. And then you had Hans Zimmer on the music. I was like, yo, the story mode is just banger. Let's go. Like, you will not run into one person who is just like, Modern Warfare 2 is not a hit, you know? Multiplayer as well. Like, multiplayer in this game, I have really fond memories. I wish the remastered version. I have problems with the remastered version, but I wish the remastered version included a multiplayer, even though like Break their newest COD. But if they did that, I promise you, like me and my brothers, we would be on that shit immediately. But this just a hit. It's just a hit. I don't know what else to say about it. Like they released that one trailer that had a Eminem song, and I was just like, that just says everything about the game that you need to know. So like, fuck what I know. Like I remember I was just a wee lad playing through the campaign. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just playing. And then as I got older, I was like, damn. So that was alright. But yeah, S. Anyway, on to the next one. Call of Duty Black Ops. I want to say this game is S tier because I think this is the first Call of Duty game to introduce, like, not really character customizations, but you could just in multiplayer you could design. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna give it an S tier. I'm gonna explain why, and I'm gonna put it above. I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna rearrange. I'm gonna put Modern Warfare 2 right here. I'm gonna put World at War in the back. The reason why Black Ops is ahead of World at War is because I'm gonna talk about the campaign in a minute. But multiplayer wise, like I had a lot of fun with multiplayer, and like I think this is the first one where you could like match it up to like a specific character that you wanted to play with, and that was a lot of fun to do. And then it was just in the Cold War setting, you know, like you had a lot of creative weapons and it was great. But the reason I put this in S tier is because of the zombies. Black Ops zombies, for this one especially, like it's in my opinion, hands down best in the series. You know, people can fight me on that, but the reason I say it's the best in the series is because we had Black Ops Arcade. Black Ops Arcade is really what sold me and my brothers on this game. Like we would just spend hours upon hours in Black Ops Arcade, and it was just honestly one of my favorite memories to go through. And then we get to the campaign. Like the campaign was different. We had a protagonist that could talk and played by mainstream actors like Sam Worthington just right off the bats of Avatar. Like, come on now. And then like the story was just it was just badass. Like it's just like, hey, we're taking you through this kick-ass story, but also like some real shit is going on that you need to pay attention to, and just the style of the story mode is just great. So it's an S tier. It's an S. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. The last one in the Modern Warfare trilogy. I remember when this game was coming out, it was a big deal and everything. And remember my brother got it that Christmas, and we were all just glued to the TV watching him play through the story mode. Like we saw Soap die, we saw it was a sad thing, but also like thinking back on it, Modern Warfare 3 is kind of mediocre. You know, it really doesn't bring anything new to like the trilogy. You know, it does close out the story in a nice way, but what's new? Like I can't really think of anything. Like this is the one multiplayer my brothers and I really didn't play that much, so I'm a really just put it in C. I'm gonna put it ahead of no. I'm gonna put it behind Call of Duty 3 because I still have fond memories of Call of Duty 3, but I'm not saying Call of Duty 3 has a better story mode. Modern Warfare 3 has a better story mode, but in terms of multiplayer and like me going back and replay value, like I'm gonna have to go Call of Duty 3. But I will say what makes Modern Warfare 3 what makes it above like just a beyond average game is that last mission when you go after Makarov, and then when the mission ends, just the music, Price just sits back, has his little cigar. It was like no words spoken, you did it, objective complete. It was just great, you know. It was great. So it's C, you know, nothing too bad. Okay. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Oof. Now, I'll have to say, ooh, I don't know. For me, this one is between, as far as story modes go, I think Black Ops 2 hands down has the best campaign out of all the Call of Duties. And I mean all the Call of Duties ever made. And I say that because, like, the way it starts off, I think this was the first game that brought back having, like, actual cutscenes in the campaign itself. Because before it was just, like, debriefings, and then it was styled in a way to where, like, the cutscenes were alright. But no, this is, like, the actual one that brought back cutscenes. And then, more importantly, you got a villain that you could really sympathize with. I was like, you know what? Like, Woods is a dick, but I'm kind of rooting for Raul right now, you know? But yeah, the campaign just, and another thing it did was like you had choices to do. Like a certain one was like if you don't do the side missions, that kind of determines where things would go in the campaign. Like if you do the side missions, then by the end of the campaign, like you're in good relationships with like foreign powers. But if you don't do them, then like you start creating more enemies, and then when everything goes down in the end, they're just like, nah, fuck that, you're on your own and everything. So like your choices really do matter in this game, and it does have replay value, and I truly appreciate that. Zombies was good, you know. It was all right. I wouldn't say like it it doesn't beat Black Ops 1's zombies in my opinion, all because Black Ops 1 has Black Ops Arcade. And I don't think I played like the zombie storyline as much. Like when I experience stuff like that, I like to experience with my brothers because we just have a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, we had a lot of fun being on the bus. I have very fond memories of. Yeah, I'll give it an A. You know, I want to say it's an S, but I'm just like I go back and I replay these three a lot more than I would Black Ops 2. If I go back and I replay Black Ops 2, I am sitting there for like the next 12 hours just playing through everything because I'm beating it in one sitting. There is no stopping. So it's an A tier. Call of Duty Ghost. I'm gonna put this one in a no. And it's in a no because it's just bland, you know? Like they hype like that first teaser trailer they released. I remember this. That first teaser they released, it was all these masks and everything, and then it leads to that one ghost mask. I was like, oh, this game's gonna be fire. And like then that first trailer dropped. I was like, okay, this looks all right. You know, it's different. And then as the trailers kept coming out, I was like, okay, this could be something. And I liked the world that the campaign was trying to put itself in, but it just didn't do anything new. Like it was just very basic, very predictable, and like I didn't really care about the characters. Like out of everybody, me and my brothers, we all agree that our favorite character out of that whole game is Keegan. You know, the one that has like maybe 5 lines in the game at all. Like, he just does like cool shit, and we was like, all right, cool, he's a badass. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. I do enjoy the last half of the game, and I wish they would have done more with the space stuff. But yeah, it was just mediocre, you know. The multiplayer is not good. I think this is the first Call of Duty to where you couldn't really, at max, you could only play split screen with 2 people and not 2 or more. And I think that's what really like turned us away from Ghost, because all we had was like the storyline, but couldn't really experience the campaign together like that. So that kind of brought it down. And then I don't know what the hell extinction mode is. Like, yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's a no. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This one is like the way, I don't know, there's some stuff I like about it, but then there's other stuff where I'm just like, you know. I don't know if I want to put it in. I'm gonna put it in no. Only because, like, they tried to do something new, and then, like, what really carried that game was Kevin Spacey, and he was having some good arguments, but just the way he went about things was just dumb. I was like, you sure you want to do that? Like, that's not how I would have done that, but okay. And I feel like the storyline could have been a bit better. You know, like I said, it's just like Ghost. It was just way too predictable, but there were mechanics. There were mechanics in the campaign that I thought were cool, but also we didn't really get to experience the multiplayer like that. So like, it's just like, come on now, like, you take away like the split screen. I guess it was during that time where, because the Xbox One was coming out, so like it was during that time where everything was mostly shifting to online. So like, we were late to the game. So like, 1 second, please. Black Ops 3. Oh boy. Black Ops 3. Now this game, I'm gonna have to put it in C. I'm sorry. The only reason, like, the campaign is bad at all, but I was so hyped for this game. Like, I remember when they dropped the teaser trailer and everything, and nothing really made sense, but I didn't care. Like, I was having a lot of fun with this game. And then, like, what are you gonna do? Train go boom, you know? Like, it makes no fucking sense at all. Like, I watched a video that fully broke down the story mode for Black Ops 3, and I was like, okay, I guess they tried to do what they did with Black Ops 1, but they just failed, you know? They tried to do too much, and it just didn't work out for them. But I feel like if they capitalized on it correctly, then it would have worked out. But the reason I put this in a C is because Black Ops 3, like, it's multiple people can play the campaign at once, and just like World at War. So me and my brothers, we go in and we experience like this terrible campaign, and not just that, we play the multiplayer. Like, we're having a good time just running around not doing shit. So it's fun, in my opinion, you know? They really capitalize on the mechanics. So it's a C for me. It doesn't really do anything. Doesn't really do anything new. I think this was like the first game that really was like, hey, yeah, we're going full future on this shit. So yeah, it's a C. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I would have to say, out of all of them, I'm gonna have to say Infinite Warfare is like my personal favorite. And I'm only saying that because like I enjoy the setting, and not just that, they have really good characters. Like the characters are real well written, and like the dialogue is good. The story is like well written. So I have a lot of fun with the story, and then you could go around do shit like you're in space. It feels like futuristic Star Wars that's not Star Wars. So like I was having a blast with this one, and then the dogfights, that's what really got me excited for shit. Like yeah, really good dogfights. I didn't play the multiplayer on this one, so I can't speak on that, but I'll put it in B. I'll put this. Ooh, this might piss a lot of y'all off. In terms of campaign and music, I'm gonna put this ahead of Call of Duty 4. I just started a war. But I got Jon Snow in this words. I got Jon Snow and his North Space Army on my side. Alright, Call of Duty World War II. The Call of Duty game that went back to World War II, and this was the first Call of Duty game from their 3-year franchise, like their 3-year thing where they split it off into multiple studios. So they had a lot to live up to. Story is basic and generic as shit, but really what saves it is like they have like really cool characters. Like the story didn't make sense, but the characters is what makes me go back and replay the story. And it's also the first Call of Duty game to bring back health in the story mode. And I actually did play this multiplayer, and me and my brothers, we had fun just running around, like hitting each other with shovels and everything. Like I'll put it in C. Let me fix them. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. There's really nothing much to explain about this game. Like they really didn't do anything new. So, Black Ops 4. Never played it. Should I? Like I don't know if it's free or not. Like I don't really feel like spending $60 on a game that's just pure multiplayer. So like I don't know. Like I'll commune with my brothers, and we'll see. We'll make like decisions that aren't financially smart. So anyway, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Another game where I haven't played the multiplayer of, but the story mode is actually, it's pretty cool. Okay. The story mode is actually pretty good, Like we're reintroduced to like they recast Price. Like it's essentially a reboot to shit. Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, I think from this point on, this is like for Call of Duty from this point on, because I think they tried to connect everything. So this one was like the start of like their new universe that they were trying to do. And like it's a reboot of the original trilogy, but it just takes place like a lot more like up to date. I would say it's okay. I think me with a lot of other fans, we just enjoyed seeing like the creators like make a game that's not just a cash grab. For some people they might think it is, but it's still enjoyable. And the music was pretty cool, so it's a C. Black Ops Cold War, it gets an immediate no. And I'm going to tell you why it gets an immediate no. It's all because, it's not because of Adler. Adler was cool. I enjoyed Adler. Hudson was okay. I enjoyed Hudson. It's because of Mason and fucking Woods. I can't stand these two. That's not Mason and Woods. That just ruined the whole game for me. And then I tried doing the multiplayer. It just wasn't working out. But as far as the story mode, like I heard like there's like multiple endings and everything, but which is cool, but I just can't get past like the voice acting from Mason and Woods. Like, no. I that's not Mason and Woods. That was just terrible. You made Atler look bad. Like, I can't do it. No. So that's an immediate no. Call of Duty Vanguard gets an immediate no as well. And let me tell you why. And I'm kind of disappointed with this one as well. I'm sure a lot of people were, because I expected it. This was like the second Call of Duty game that Sledgehammer like was helming all on its own. And I thought it was going to be a sequel to World War II, which would have made a lot more sense. But what they tried to do was they tried to pull all these characters from all these different nations to pull off this like heist or whatever it was. And it could have worked. The game was just working with too much that they couldn't handle. And you had characters that said shit that made no sense. Like, I think the only character that I truly was like, yeah, I get it, was Arthur. I think that's his name, the black guy that led the squad. Arthur and the Australian dude. I don't remember his name, but yeah, those were the only two I ever like, yeah, that's cool. Didn't like the sniper mission. Like, they could have done so much with this game. This game had everything leading up to it. You could have, like, you had Bear McQuarrie for music. How do you do that and fuck that up? Like, you see his work on God of War. Like, you don't get Bear McQuarrie and then flop. How do you do that? That's just a shame. I don't even know what the hell this game was trying to do. But what I can say is, like, I think this is the last game, Black Ops Cold War, I think it was like dropping hints that all these new Call of Duties were connected. And Call of Duty Vanguard, I think at the ending, when you come upon, I'm talking about story mode. I haven't played the multiplayer on a lot of these new ones because there's just so much shit. But as far as the campaign, like, something happens in Zombies that resets the whole Call of Duty universe. So every new game coming out, they're all connected, which is cool. And I wish they would like capitalize on that better and not try to do so much shit that just leads to whatever the hell Vanguard was, you know? So, like, that gets an immediate no. Alright, so we are up to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2020. When did this game come out? 2022? Yeah, okay. This one gets... This one gets a B. This one gets a B. I haven't played the multiplayer or anything on this one either, but the reason this one gets a B is because I like how the story starts off, but there's just so much shit where the story just doesn't make sense. Like, they tried to be simple and not do too much, and I think that's at the same time while trying to pay homage to like the original Modern Warfare 2. But there's just so much in this campaign where I was like, that shit makes no fucking sense. Like, for example, when you find out that they're moving American missiles and everything, you're like, okay, it's obvious Shepard's the cohort and everything, but the reason why Modern Warfare 2 was, the OG Modern Warfare 2 was so great was because, like, you knew the attack, while the attack and everything was happening, you didn't know Shepard was connected to it in any way, and that's where loose ends comes up. But, like, he was just too predictable from the get-go, and that's if you played the OG Modern Warfare 2, so I guess they had to do it like that. I don't think they did it on accident, but I would say my biggest issue is just when they have to do the betrayal scene makes no sense because we just found there's 3 missiles that you have to find. You had one, and then they found the second one. They destroyed it, and then immediately after that, all of a sudden Graves is like, "Oh yeah, I'm evil now." Like, why? You chose like the worst point to turn on this task force, and it makes no sense. Like, you just needed a betrayal scene and it just didn't work. But what truly saves this campaign is the characters. Just like Call of Duty World War II, like, the campaign is trash, but the characters is what brings me back to it. Because unlike Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, I can actually look at Modern Warfare 2 and be like, oh yeah, that's Ghost. Oh yeah, that's Soap. Oh yeah, that's Price. Oh yeah, that's Gas and everything. Like, they felt like their characters, and these are all new people voicing them, but they still felt like their characters. So I was like, I'm still having a good time, you know? It just felt like he was hanging back, chilling with an old friend that felt familiar, you know? Like, I didn't have a problem with it or anything, even though the story was trash. And another thing that doesn't make sense is the post-credit scene for where they're on a plane and it says like, all right, no Russian. I'm like, I remember watching it. I was just like, okay, that's cool and all, but are they gonna shoot at the plane? That makes no sense. Why shoot up the plane instead of the airport? Like, the reason it worked in Modern Warfare 2 and everything is because it was a destination, and I don't know where they're trying to go with it and everything. I just don't think that shooting up just one plane will like call. I don't know if they're trying to lead to like the war that happened in the old trilogy, then I don't think that's like a good starting point, but hey, what do I know? But all in all, like, I still enjoyed the characters, but I think this campaign only has like one track. And another reason why this gets a B is because of that whole Ghost scene where they all just get the mask and they're just like, "Hey, we're going after Graves," and Ghost just throws out all those Ghost masks, and I was just like, is this like a reboot to Ghost as well, and giving Ghost like another chance? Like, if it is, hell yeah, I'm down. You know, like, fuck it, let's do it. So it's a B. All right, what is this? Call of Duty Online. I have no Call of Duty Mobile. Never played it. Let's see. What is this? Never played it. Warzone. Never tried it. I'll get to it eventually. I promise. Warzone 2.0. I tried to try it. It didn't work out for me. Call of Duty Remastered. It's a no. The reason it's a no is because it just didn't feel the same. You know, like, I enjoyed the upgraded graphics. I enjoyed the extra shit that you can do, but I just didn't. It just didn't feel like the original Modern Warfare. You know, like, I didn't like it. And what is this? What the hell is this? Is that? The hell is that? Blackdown. I don't know what that is, so no. But yeah, okay. So that is my Call of Duty tier list. Let's see. Do I put Modern Warfare 2 in front of both Black Ops and World at War? See, Black Ops has a good arcade, but World at War altogether is just that whole game is just amazing. So between Modern Warfare 2 and World at War, both games have fire soundtracks. Both games have amazing multiplayers. Both games have fantastic campaigns. And the way the way both games end, like Modern Warfare 2 ends on that cliffhanger, you're just like, damn, that was such a ride. And then World at War ends on this lesson, like while you're experiencing this game, like these events actually happened and people died, you know? Like these are both strong endings, in my opinion. Like, golly, I don't know. Oof. I don't want to say Modern Warfare 2 is in front of World at War, but like, there's just so these. I'm gonna say this, like, these two, I would say they're on the same level with each other, you know. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Is like I can't pick or choose one or the other. I don't know. I just can't do it. So like, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna create a poll and ask, what do you guys think is better? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009 or World at War? Just tell me in the comments, and whatever you guys think is the best. I'm not gonna say, all right, that wins or anything. I just want to know what you guys think, you know? Because to me, equally, they're both top tier games. Like the best. This showed the best of the series. So anyway, that was my Call of Duty tier list. I am going to look for more tier lists and do these because I actually like doing these. And yeah, I don't know. It's my back hurts. You know, I'm just, you know, after you like get in a fight with Thor and everything. But anyway, like if you guys like what you see here and you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below. You know the drill, you know. Anyway, it's the Thin Man, and I'll see you next time. Peace.